Hi there and welcome along to this BWSW Club Web Services YouTube presentation, and today we're going to be looking at how to very easily produce the paperwork to support your BACS transfer or even your cheque payment of your annual memberships for your club. And we're going to do this by using a very simple tool and a way of exporting your club data. And we're going to do this in the normal way by logging on, clicking on my BWSW and then onwards to the club portal. Another click there, and then we're going to look at our BWSWHQ club. Just a reminder once again that if you do have an interest in more than one club, they will be listed down here if you are a club officer. So a quick click on the BWSWHQ club brings us through to the club dashboard. And right now we're going to be looking at club members, which is this top one just here. And this brings us through to our list of club members, and we can see here some names that you may recognise and some that we have created just for demonstration purposes. The edit buttons down the side here we will cover in a later session on how to edit your members' data. But we're going to right now concentrate on how we can easily produce that paperwork to support your BACS transfer or your cheque payment. One thing I should mention once again is by far the easiest way to do this is to do it with a credit or debit card. If you do have a club credit or debit card, or somebody who has enough credit on their card to allow you to do it, and the way to do that is actually covered in another session, so by all means have a look at that. It is the easiest way to actually pay and renew your members online. Now we're going to work on the assumption that we've received some money from these guys here. I've ticked the appropriate buttons. I could tick as many as I want or untick, and if everybody paid, wouldn't that be a wonderful world, then we just click select all and all these buttons here will become active, although you won't see ticks in them. But right now we're going to imagine that we've received money from Natalie, from Derm, from Patrick and from Kylie. Once we've ticked the buttons that we're interested in, we're going to click on data export. That will bring us up this screen here, which just says, do we want to open the spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel? Now if you don't have Excel, or you do have another spreadsheet, then by all means contact us here at HQ and we'd be happy to work with you in a way in which we can make this export to another service for you. But we're going to work on the assumption that most people have Excel, so that's what we're going to choose, and we're just going to choose to open it with Microsoft Excel. And we see here that it's produced our spreadsheet for us, which actually, if the truth be known, looks very bland and boring. So we're going to use by far the coolest trick that Excel will do for you, and that's very simply give that some kind of format in the way of a table. And we do that just simply by clicking on this cell here and then coming up here to format as a table. Quick click on that and we can see that we have a whole choice of different formats and colors and stuff like that. The one we like here at HQ is that one. And quick then, also notice it says my table has headers. That refers to this line here, so we always make sure that that's ticked, and then a quick OK there, and we can see that it's produced our table for us, and that looks a lot more interesting and is a lot more easier to work with than the way it was before. We'll see here that it gives us our member number, all the things you'd expect, names, addresses, email addresses and so forth. The other column to look at very quickly is the joined with column, and that really is if you have a family membership and they joined with somebody, then the name of the main member in that family will be featured in this column there, which will indeed look a little like this. A couple of things to point out here. We will see that there is a charge against any upgrade and no charge against these guys. It's because they are part of this family membership, and we will see that it says joined with, so we know who the members of that family membership are. And there are all sorts of interesting things you can do with this list in the way of filtering and sorting using these buttons here. We'll be covering those in a little more detail in another session, but right now we want to finish off by working out how much we need to be sending. And just before we do, a quick recap of how we got to where we are right now. We ticked the people who we were interested in, whose money we had and whose memberships we wanted to renew at this particular moment in time. We exported them into a spreadsheet. We formatted them as a table so they look a bit prettier, and we just noted the fact that these people here have charges against them, these don't, because they are indeed part of this family membership. And the final thing to do is really just to click on the bottom cell here, and then go to this little baby, which is called the auto sum, and click on that, and the auto sum then will calculate exactly how much money you need to be sending us at this moment in time. And when you've done that, this can be saved. You can email it to us and say, these are the people whose memberships I would like to renew, please. Or you can even print it off and attach it and use it almost, if you like, as a remittance advice. And that brings us to the end of this BWSW Club Web Services YouTube presentation on how to produce a remittance advice with Club Web Services. Join us again for some more cool tips and tricks on BWSW Club Web Services. Take care.